Today let us start characteristic strength. Characteristic strength means it is that value below which not more than 5% of the test results are expected to fall. It is that value below which not more than 5% of the test results are expected to fall. What do you mean by characteristic load? It is that value above which not more than 95% of the test results are expected to fall. Okay? Means characteristic load is that load above which not more than 95% of the values are expected to fall. Whereas characteristic strength is that strength below which not more than 5% of the test results are expected to fall. So how do you determine the characteristic strength? If you take this, denote this by FCK, then it can be written as FCK equal to Fm minus K into S, where K is a factor which is given by 1.65. K is equal to 1.65. Okay? So very important relation. Very important relation. FCK equal to Fm minus 1.65 into S. Okay? So this, what is this Fm? Fm is nothing but mean strength. Mean strength of all the values. Okay? It is the mean of all the values. S is nothing but standard deviation. S is nothing but the standard deviation. So the characteristic strength is usually represented at 28-day cube strength. Characteristic strength is usually represented at 28-day cube strength. Okay? So this is our characteristic strength. So what will be the design strength? Design strength is equal to characteristic strength divided by partial safety factor. Partial safety factor. Okay? So characteristic strength is, design strength is nothing but characteristic strength divided by partial safety factor. Here you are underestimating the strength of the member when you are using in a structure. You are underestimating. Okay? Whereas in case of load, you are overestimating. The design load is nothing but 1.5 times of the characteristic load. In case of the load, you are overestimating. Whereas in case of the strength, you are underestimating the strength of the member. Okay? So what is the partial safety factor according to the codes? According to the IS code, what is the partial safety factor? The partial safety factor according to the code is, there are two conditions as I said. One is collapse condition. One more is serviceability condition. Okay? Collapse condition means bending moment, shear force, flexure. Okay? Serviceability condition means deflection, cracking, vibration, fire resistance, durability. Okay? So for this, for concrete, this is, I am giving the partial safety factor values according to the code. Okay? For concrete it is given as 1.5. Here it is 1. Whereas for steel it is 1.15. Here it is 1. Okay? So these are the partial safety factor values which is mentioned in the code. So why this partial safety factor is used? To find the design strength of the member. So how do you find the design strength? Design strength is nothing but characteristic strength divided by partial safety factor. Okay? So but characteristic strength is found by FCK is nothing but Fm minus K into S. Okay? Where Fm is mean of all the values, K is nothing but 1.65, S is nothing but standard deviation. Standard deviation. So the characteristic strength is found at 28-day cube strength. At 28-day cube strength. Yeah. To find this characteristic strength, minimum 30 cubes are used. minimum 30 cubes are used. To find the characteristic compressive strength of the cube, 3 cubes are used. To find tensile strength, 5 cubes are used. Compressive strength of the concrete, 3 cubes. Tensile strength, 5 cubes. To find the characteristic strength, you are using 30 cubes. Okay, 30 cubes. Now, this is about the characteristic strength. So the main important relation is design strength is nothing but characteristics upon partial safety factor. You need to remember this partial safety factors given by the code, and FCK equal to Fm minus 1.65 times S. Now, stress strain curve for concrete. Stress strain curve for concrete. If you draw the stress strain curve for concrete, yes. So this is the stress strain curve of the concrete. So initially, this is characteristic curve. This is design curve. Design curve. Okay. So if you draw the stress strain curve for concrete, it will be initially up to a strain of 0.002. Initially up to a strain of 0.002. The curve is parabolic. The curve is parabolic. After that, up to a strain of 0.0035, the strain is the curve is straight line. Here, this portion of the curve is parabolic. This portion of the curve is parabolic, whereas this portion is a straight line up to a strain of 0.0035. So, as I said yesterday, what will be the characteristic strength of the structural member when we are using in the structure? The characteristic strength of the structural member when we are using in the structure, that I said, it is 0.67 FCK. Why it is 0.67 FCK? Because the slenderness ratio of the beam or column or slab element which we are using in the structure is more. As the slenderness ratio is more, the strength of that particular member will take as only 0.67 times of the FCK. 0.67 times of the FCK. Only 67% of the compressive strength will take. Okay, 67% of the strength of the concrete will take. So, I have said yesterday I have given one relation between the design strength and characteristic strength. So, what will be the relation between design strength and characteristic strength? So, it will be 0.67 divided by 1.5. Today only I have given the relation. Design strength is equal to characteristic strength divided by partial safety factor for concrete. This is concrete, right? So, partial safety factor. So, 0.67 divided by 1.5. So, this will be 0.446 FCK. This will be 0.446 FCK. So, this is the stress strain curve for concrete, in which the stress strain curve is parabolic up to a strain of 0.002. Thereafter, it is a straight line up to a strain of 0.0035. The characteristic curve is the strength of the characteristic curve is 0.61 FCK, and whereas the design strength is equal to characteristic strength upon partial safety factor, which is equal to 0.446 FCK. This is for concrete. If you draw for steel, yes, if you draw for the steel, this is for mild steel. The mild steel has a well-defined yield point. It has a well-defined yield point. Okay. So this is characteristic strength and this is design strength, or characteristic curve or design curve. Okay. Characteristic strength curve and design strength curve. So the characteristic strength is Fy. It is Fy, whereas design strength, as I said, so design strength is given by characteristic strength divided by partial safety factor. Characteristic strength upon partial safety factor for steel is 1.15. So if you divide this characteristic strength by 1.15, so you will get this as 0.87 Fy. So that's why I mentioned this as 0.87 Fy. Here you have a well-defined yield point. After that, it will become a straight line. Next, the third one is, this is for HYSD, stress strain curve for. This is for stress strain curve for mild steel. This is for stress strain curve for HYSD. The HYSD bar does not have well-defined yield point. Okay, so it does not have well-defined yield point. For which what you will do? For that, For that, whenever you find a stress strain curve which does not have a yield point, for that you will take the proof stress. Proof stress is nothing but you will draw at 0.2% of the strain, at 0.2% of the strain, at 0.2% of the strain, okay, you will draw a parallel line, which is to the initial part of the stress strain curve. To the initial part of the stress strain curve, you will draw a parallel line at 0.2% of the strain. So wherever it will meet, from there, you erect a perpendicular, okay, erect a perpendicular. So this is the strain which is given by Fy divided by 1.15 ES, Fy divided by 1.15 ES plus 0.002. So this is again Fy and this is Fy divided by 1.15 ES. Okay, this is characteristic curve and this is design strength curve or design curve. See, in case of the mild steel you have a well defined yield point. Okay, whereas in case of HYSD bars you does not have a well defined yield point. For that, to get the yield point, you will take the proof stress. Okay, proof stress. That proof stress is nothing but at 0.2% of the strain. At 0.2% of the strain, you will draw a line which is parallel to the initial linear part of the curve. This line is parallel to this line. Okay, so wherever this line will go and meet, okay, so this is the arbitrary yield point or temporary yield point. Okay, so from which I am erecting a perpendicular, the strain at this point is Fy divided by 1.15 ES plus 0.002. Fy divided by 1.15 ES plus 0.002, where ES is nothing but Young's modulus of steel, which is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 megapascal. Okay, this ES is nothing but Young's modulus of steel, which is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 megapascal. So how do you determine the design strength? Design strength is nothing but characteristic strength upon partial safety factor. So which is equal to Fy divided by 1.15, which is equal to 0.87 Fy for steel. 0.87 Fy for steel. Okay. So these are about the stress strain curves. Stress strain curves for the steel.